Introducing first, the challenger from Dead Horse, Alaska, it's Vanessa Craven.
Patrick McNeil back here with you for another great episode of ECPW Wrestling. It's Coal Town Carnage at the Waterford District Community Center. And Heather Kerr, special guest ring announcer from 94.9 The Wave, as we have championship action. Getting us kicked off on this week's episode as Vanessa Craven has made her way to ECPW from Alaska. And this will be a very stiff challenge for Divya Fiji, as Vanessa Craven makes her way to the ring. Vanessa Craven, who had wrestled in All Elite Wrestling, was also trained by a famous name in the Maritimes, Ron Hutchinson. Vanessa Craven, former Shimmer Tag Team Champion with Tessa Blanchard in 2017. Also has had success as a solo performer. Has held the Femmes Fatales Championship in Ontario for over a year. And I mentioned earlier she wrestled Hikaru Shida in AEW.
You said a little something bad about me in the radio. Why don't you say it to my face? Well, I'm from Glace Bay, so if I said something bad about you, I would say it to your face.
Heather Kerr is a very brave woman. I wouldn't be saying anything in front of Vanessa Craven.
And coming to the ring, the ECPW Women's Champion from the Pacific Islands, Divya Fiji.
And the defending champion, Divya Fiji.
Well, Patrick, when you're a busy man like the upperclassmen, unfortunately, all time doesn't meet. I didn't even know. I'm very sorry about that.
Well, I hadn't introduced Jefferson James because I was hoping he wouldn't be able to make it, but he is here just in time for this championship match. And I was saying before my unprofessional colleague arrived that this is going to be a big test for
This is going to be
Divya
a very
Fiji.
big test. Vanessa Craven was on the Mae Young Classic, and recently she has done a couple appearances for AEW as well. Divya is going to have to fight with everything that she has to be able to not only just retain her title, but possibly her career, because Vanessa Craven is a very, very dangerous woman.
Yeah, no question about that. Would have a size advantage in this matchup, but obviously Divya Fiji has proven herself quite capable and is really committed to raising the caliber of the women's division in ECPW, and she's done just that in her tenure here with a number of successful title defenses.
Well, you have to think too, Divya trained at the Battle Arts Academy, and then she went to Japan to further her career. She, as a matter of fact, had her first match in Japan, Patrick, believe it or not. So Divya definitely has the experience, and I think this will be a tit-for-tat kind of match.
Yeah, certainly two top-notch women here. It's been great to see the growth of the women's division here in ECPW, and Sheldon McLean doing a good job of bringing in very star-studded challengers from all across the globe, or all around the globe, I should say. And we have another one of those on hand tonight. And this should be a great championship match here in ECPW.
I'm very much looking forward to watching this match right here, right now.
Yeah, it should be a good one, no doubt about that. As Divya Fiji, the champion, and Vanessa Craven, the challenger. Vanessa Craven almost looks like she's stalking Divya Fiji to start this match. Collar and elbow tie up, middle of the ring to get us started.
Vicious collar and elbow tie up. But it's that power from Vanessa Craven that I was talking about, Patrick. I think she might have Divya's number.
Well,
this could be the biggest challenge in Divya's championship reign.
Yeah, very well could be, and definitely a strength advantage, I would think, for Vanessa Craven, a very tall woman.
Very tall.
And that could come into play during this match. Vanessa Craven asking if Divya is ready, and I don't think she'll be showing her much mercy as this match goes on. And Divya
Very
Fiji.
tight headlock from Divya Fiji. As a matter of fact, I wrestled Divya back in July, and unfortunately she had the upper hand over the upperclassmen, but I will give it up to her. She is tough. She can handle pressure. She can handle pain. And Vanessa Craven should not be taking her too lightly, as she did in that corner.
Yeah, some mind games there from Vanessa Craven. I'm not sure if that's arrogance or strategy, or perhaps a little bit of both. But now we're seeing where Divya Fiji is going to have maybe a little bit of difficulty grounding Vanessa Craven, I should say, just because of the height advantage. It'd be difficult to take her down to the mat, I would think. Scotty McPherson is our referee in charge here.
She waited too long before charging her. If I was her, I would charge her instantaneously. Very nice snapmare from Divya Fiji.
And Divya thus far doesn't seem intimidated by the size of this task.
Well, it's like I told you earlier, Patrick. Divya is one of the toughest competitors out there in Canada. She can handle pain, but she can also dish it out at the same time.
And that was a kick out of just one by Vanessa Craven, so that gives Divya an idea what she's in for here in this match.
It's the height advantage. Like I said, Vanessa Craven is not only tall, but she is in fact strong. And
you
that
see
chop,
there, Divya had to
despite
reach
how
up
loud
to do
that
those
chop
chops.
was, you can see it did not phase Vanessa Craven at all, as she went for a very nice big boss slam.
Yeah, such power for Vanessa Craven to just throw Divya Fiji to the mat with very, very little regard, and now she goes back to the attack with a powerful boot. Exerting control here in the early stages of this championship match. ECPW women's title very much up for grabs here in this contest. The first of another great hour of ECPW wrestling here on Rogers Television.
Devastating chop from Vanessa Craven.
Yeah, that's going to sink Divya Fiji into the mat. And Vanessa Craven's all smiles after that maneuver. And Divya
If I was
finding herself
Vanessa,
in trouble
though, I
here.
would stay on Divya. Oh,
Absolutely. Scotty McPherson, the referee, in good position there. Of course, Vanessa has got a count of 4 to break there as Divya was in the ropes. And she might just go outside, perhaps, to regain her bearings here.
I will say this far, Patrick, I have seen a lot of great ring awareness, and Vanessa Craven is one of those examples as well.
Oh, beautiful
But you have to
suplex.
give it the many years of experience. She has traveled all across the world. She has competed in the Mae Young Classic. And that is a testament. That is, let alone, something that not a lot of people can put on their resume, but Vanessa Craven.
Yeah, and a 2.5 count early in this match as Vanessa's done a good job of bringing Divya to the mat and just trying to keeping this on the ground. Divya, probably a bit of a speed advantage. She might try to use that to her favor, but that's not really working here in the early part of the match.
Right now, what Divya needs to do is capitalize on where she is grabbing her. Because if she just keeps letting her do this, then Vanessa Craven's going to take advantage. And that's how I think Vanessa Craven could potentially become the new ECPW Women's Champion.
Well, certainly.
Another brutal chop from Vanessa Craven. I even felt it from this commentary booth, Patrick.
Yeah, it was almost reverberating through the floor. And Vanessa Craven, very menacing. Everything she does is so calculated.
Very menacing with a sinister smile.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Leg drop here, perhaps. Oh, no, she's going to switch direction. And it is a leg drop. And speaking of
That's
power,
good ring awareness from Vanessa Craven. But Scotty McPherson was a little too slow for that count.
I think Scotty was in good position. Maybe a little bit of lackadaisical there by Vanessa Craven not hooking the legs, but she's certainly off to a great start in this match, and now she's trying to work on the back here.
Vicious knees from Vanessa Craven right into her back.
Yeah, definitely taking away the strength of Divya Fiji, who hasn't really been able to get out of the box in this match. And as I said, she's perhaps not used to taking on an opponent like Vanessa Craven. It's a unique challenge.
It is like I said, Patrick. Her reign could be at jeopardy, but her career could also be at jeopardy, wrestling Vanessa Craven.
Heavy elbow drop, and we said Sheldon McLean sparing no expense to bring in some top-notch challengers, and we're seeing some of the best here tonight in New Waterford as Vanessa Craven almost toying with Divya here.
Divya defeated Jody Threat, and again, as embarrassed as I am to admit this, myself and recently Ronnie Payne. Now this is the real challenge. As a matter of fact, she took the championship from Bia Moss to become the first women's champion.
Certainly did, and you mentioned that match against Jody Fred. I almost wonder if she's still feeling the effects of that, because that was a pretty violent brawl all around this building, and well, it's been a few months, but matches like that can shorten careers, and perhaps that's a weakness that Vanessa Craven has spotted here in Divya Fiji in tonight's bout.
Vanessa Craven is the student to the game just like everybody else. It does not matter where she is. She is still watching. She is still learning.
And what a cannonball, as we said, a bigger woman, but
a fairly
certainly an
common
agile
move
talent.
nowadays. And that is the student in Vanessa Craven, watching what everyone's doing and applying it to her advantage.
2.5. Very impressive agility from Vanessa Craven. Anytime you get someone who's got the size advantage who can exert some agility as well, that's going to be to their advantage. But somehow Divya Fiji able to get up.
She is built a different way that no other woman is.
Again, wearing down the arms, taking all the body parts and just methodically taking them away from Divya Fiji.
Very nice surfboard stretch from Vanessa Craven. What she needs to do is dig that knee more into her back, and I think Divya will be done right here, right now.
Well, very well could be. And an effective wear-down hold here by Vanessa Craven. Going to work on the back of Divya Fiji, who's kind of struggling to come up to her feet here, regaining a vertical base, but she does just that. Got to go to work on the solar plexus here of Vanessa Craven.
And Divya's fighting with everything that she has.
And again, struggling to bring
could it be
Vanessa
enough?
Craven to her feet.
Very nice lung blower from Divya Fiji. Oh, and then a splash.
Nice series of offensive weapons there from Divya Fiji.
And Saito suplex from Divya Fiji. Could this be it?
Pinfall attempt.
1, 2.
And it's a
And
2.
she was near the ropes, but Vanessa Craven still had the strength to kick out at 2.
But Divya Fiji was most impressively able to ground Vanessa Craven. Very impressive display of power from Fiji.
Oh, could she be going for that Muda lock that she is very well known for? This is the move that she put me out with, and I think this could be it for Vanessa Craven right here.
Could be submission attempt here, stretching back and working on every part of the body of Vanessa Craven, who's just a little bit too far away to get to the ropes. Looks like she's trying to reach out.
She's got long enough arms where I think she can reach.
And not quite in
And
the
that's
center
that
of the ring
strength.
either.
She's able to crawl. And closer she gets, it's a rope break right then and there. And I called it.
She does get to the ropes. Good job by Scotty McPherson being in position there.
And also a good job to me for calling that.
Well, very well analyzed by our esteemed color commentator, Jefferson James.
That's right, the color commentator of ECPW. Pat, how does it feel?
Well,
I'm getting the promotion, baby.
That is the case, but Divya's thrown into the ropes, and now is she going to try to plan a counterattack off the second rope? Boot into the face.
Boot into the face right here.
I think Vanessa Craven was surprised.
Oh, what's
by
she
that
going
maneuver.
for? Is she going for a tornado DDT?
Looks
And
like
she
it.
does.
Very impressive again. Display of power possible. Another pinfall attempt. Hooks the leg. 1, 2.
Emphatic kick out from Vanessa Craven.
You say emphatic, but that was extremely close. We're talking 2 7/8. Scotty McPherson again refereeing good position. I think Divya Fiji maybe a little bit surprised that wasn't the finish, but Vanessa Craven
What
it's, not
Divya
gonna
needs
be
to
done
do,
easily.
even though Vanessa Craven might be taller, she might have to go for that Samoan drop she's known for and she's put out many competitors with. Because right now, Vanessa Craven has the upper hand.
Well, big elbow by Craven to
Oh,
reverse the flow.
and
Now
a
she's taken
crucifix
down.
pin.
And a 2 count. Boy, both
Could
competitors
this
showing
be
some
it?
resilience there.
Devastating big boot from Vanessa Craven.
Just absolute power. She's going to try to pin her with 1 foot. Extremely
I think she
disrespectful
took her
cover.
incredibly lightly with that pinfall.
And she's
Because with the foot, you always see a kick out.
trying to question the official, but now she's back on the attack, Craven is. Fiji's in a world of trouble here. She's going to go for a power bomb here. Fiji fighting it off with everything she's got. Trying to rely on her leg strength there to get out of trouble. And a duck into the ropes. Fiji.
Oh, big boss slam. Big
This could
boss
be it.
slam from Vanessa
1,
Craven.
2, and a 2 and 3
And a
fourths,
kick out.
maybe.
Oh,
And is that the finish of the match?
Here is your winner.
It is.
we have a new ECPW Women's Champion, and her name is Vanessa Craven.
It is indeed Divya Fiji. Unable to kick out in time. Showed some great battle and resilience, but ultimately is not enough. And some of the fans in front of us feel like she got kicked out in time, but
No,
Scotty
who cares?
McPherson was
Who
right
cares
there.
what these people think? Scotty McPherson for once did a good job, and that was call it right down the middle.
Well, he did indeed, and he was right there. And as I said, Divya Fiji was trying to get the shoulder up, but all the credit in the world going to Vanessa Craven. A dominating performance tonight.
That was 3. That was
Now, there
3,
was a
kiddo.
young woman in front of me who was very disappointed, a big Divya Fiji fan, but she'll have to accept the reality that there is a new ECPW
And
Women's
we are
Champion.
in a new era of the ECPW Women's Division. And it's all because of one woman and one woman only, and that is the new ECPW Women's Champion, Vanessa Craven.
New champion indeed is Vanessa Craven. Congratulations to Vanessa Craven. She has come to ECPW and made a tremendous impact. She is your new ECPW champion.
Bravo. Bravo. Soak it in, Vanessa,
Oh,
because now you are leading this women's division by example.
Well, big night for that woman. She's added to her championship trophy case. Vanessa Craven, your new ECPW Women's Champion. We're watching ECPW Cooltown Carnage at the New Waterford District Community Center on Rogers Television.
And it's a New Waterford Rumble match.
Oh, big moment
Two
here.
entrants will start in the ring. Every 90 seconds, a new entrant will emerge. Contestants will be eliminated by being thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. The first entrant for the Rumble match is from Halifax, Nova Scotia, the Celtic Roots champion, the king of maritime wrestling, J.P. Sims.
And what a matchup we have here. The New Waterford Rumble. A new entrant coming in every 90 seconds. The Celtic Roots champion, J.P. Sims, kicks us off. Jefferson James, my color analyst here. I'm sure you've probably had the opportunity to participate in one of these matches. What does this look like? I guess there's an element of surprise for all the competitors.
Let's just say it's unpredictable. Because
Well,
you don't know who's going to enter, when they're going to enter, or how they're going to enter. But when you know, you know. And someone is walking out the #1 contender for the ECPW Championship.
well, that we do know. We don't know who it's going to be, but I would say we can
But
also
the question
say,
is, could it be our King JP Sims? Could it be old school Andre Mayette? Or could it be a mystery man, if you know what I mean?
well, there could be a surprise #1 contender emerging from this, but what we can say definitively, J.P. Sims at a little bit of a disadvantage here, having to compete from the #1 position. So the king
you're
did not
the
have the luck on
king,
its straw.
Anything can happen.
Well,
And if the king doesn't get what he wants, he will find a way.
Number 2.
I'll say he does not look too dismayed to be the #1 contender, or the #1 entrant, I should say. Obviously trying to become the #1 contender. So Andre Mayette making his way to the ring. Andre Mayette had a bit of an attitude change, and he has done nothing but win since embracing his good side, I think, and really earning the favor of the people here. And he would certainly be as big of a contender as anyone to win this match.
Personally, I think Andre has made a huge mistake. When he was the answer, he was the Intelligica of maritime wrestling. He was telling everyone exactly what was wrong with their brain neurologically. And now, he's just like all of them. He comes out wearing a stupid jean jacket, looking like Andre the Giant, and a big grizzly beard. What kind of presentation is that? Definitely a New Waterford presentation
Now,
for sure.
does Jefferson have a problem with bald guys that have beards?
Yeah, I do, and unfortunately I'm sitting next to one.
Well, both of us are going to have an opportunity to call what should be a tremendous matchup and a chaotic one as well, I assume. As a very good move, I think, here by Sheldon McLean, the commissioner of East Coast Pro Wrestling, or the president of East Coast Pro Wrestling, to have both Scotty McPherson and Emily Parker at ringside. And obviously, Commissioner John Patterson would have been part of that as well. They put together a tremendous match and certainly look forward to that. And the fans are on J.P. Sims right away. I'm not sure.
These people don't know what they have. They should be bowing down to their righteous majesty, J.P. Sims.
Now, Jefferson, did we hear a bell? Are we officially underway here, or are we just going to watch JP get heckled by the fans for the rest of the night?
No, what JP is doing is biding his time to get ready. He's the king. Like I said to you earlier, when he kept his Celtic Roots championship, he does what he wants whenever he wants. Just like me, the upperclassman Jefferson James.
Well, bell has rung, and we're underway here with this New Waterford Rumble. Looking forward to this. And again, Andre Mayette and JP Sims are our first competitors in this match, as Sims asserts control right away.
I will say, Andre is throwing them forearm shots like there's no tomorrow. That indeed is old school. I will give him credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
He does live up to the old school name and its tradition.
Comes as advertised for sure, but he finds himself against the ropes here. It's not a particularly advantageous position, as JP Sims using all of his weight, putting it on Andre Mayette. Now, we're in the early going. This more resembles a traditional wrestling match, but once we start to see the ring fill up, it'll get a little bit chaotic in there.
Oh, absolutely. one contestant after another. You don't know what's going to happen in there. Who's going to get eliminated? Who's going to be in the finals? And who's ultimately the winner and new #1 contender for the ECPW championship?
Well, prestigious prize on the line for sure.
Oh, airplane spin from Andre
Talk about
Maya.
old school, Jefferson.
Where are we at right now? Like, how many times did he spin? Looked like 5 or 6.
Well, we know where we're at, but I don't know if JP Sims does after that maneuver.
I know
but
Andre
a good
Maya
counter.
definitely doesn't, because look at what happened to him.
I think JP Sims was probably running on instinct as much as anything. He still looks like he's a little bit woozy, and, well, you can certainly understand why after he was spun around, but trying to reclaim his bearings here.
Oh, JP Sims went for his patented simulator.
And a stunner
What it
from
looked
Andre
like to
Mayette.
me, it was an innovative stunner in a different variant of that Andre Mayette produced. I've never seen that before, and I do give Andre credit. He's very innovative with his moves.
Entering the
Oh,
ring, Isaiah
who's out?
Bronson.
Our father is back! Yeah!
Well, Isaiah Bronson looking to redeem himself after he was defeated
Our
by Dylan
father
Davis.
is back.
And a very impressive debut despite falling in defeat, and now he's got the opportunity
My man.
to redeem himself.
My
And
man.
is he going to
You
say a
give
few
that
words?
man the microphone right now, Mr. Patterson. Do your job as the ring announcer and general manager.
I
Shut
sure
up
as
and listen to
hell
him.
am not going back in there to compete with the likes of you people.
Doesn't
You
need
people
to.
don't deserve me getting back in that ring.
They are not worthy, Patrick.
Well, he can't become the #1 contender
So
if he
I'm going to
doesn't get
sit
in the
out
ring.
here and I'm going to observe, and if I choose to get in there, I'll get in there.
He'll
You
get
people
there
don't
one day.
run nothing. I'll run this.
Of course, we still have the match going on here as JP Sims putting the boots to Andre Mayette. And
Two of my favorites, the king and your father, Patrick. Just imagine what's going to happen when he gets in that ring.
well, we'll see. He doesn't seem to be in a hurry to compete, and he drew #3. He should be in the ring before #4 comes out.
But in the meantime, is Andre going to get eliminated right here?
Well, perhaps one of these two, given that they were the first two in the ring, would be the betting leader, so to speak, to be the first eliminated. As Andre Mayette.
What is Andre thinking? Why is he going to the top rope right here?
Well, you talk about old
If
school.
I was JP, I would just push him right now.
This is the definition
Come on,
of old
King.
school.
Be smart. That was not smart, JP. That was a very unintelligent move from the King, JP Sims.
Well, JP Sims taken down. And remember that Isaiah Bronson is technically in this matchup. He drew #3, but hasn't got in the ring yet. As JP Sims thrown over the top rope, but you're not eliminated until both feet touch the floor. And JP Sims able to get back into the ring, which is where he wants to be. As kick to the stomach.
I think
old
this could be
school
it right
Andre
here. If JP pushes up even further on his head, he can knock him out, and that's it.
Well, he may be able to ground him down a little bit. Another kick to the stomach there of Andre Mayette. JP Sims looks like he might be going for a suplex here.
Oh, very nice vertical suplex from JP Sims.
He's certainly done a good job of grounding Andre Mayette, but in this type of matchup, you need to get your opponent
I
in the
will
ring.
say, though, he's lucky Isaiah's not in the ring, because if Isaiah would have seen him step on the rope, he would have eliminated him right there.
The kid, Rudy
Rudy is back, baby.
Rudy Lockhart is entrant #4. He defeated Lincoln Steen.
Very impressive victory from Rudy Lockhart on Lincoln Steen. Oh, that beautiful shoulder roll from Rudy Lockhart. Now that is innovation at its finest, Patrick.
Absolutely, no question about that.
He calculated the clothesline, rolled out of it, and then gave him a nice drop kick. Beyond impressed with Rudy Lockhart.
Absolutely, he has done nothing but
Yeah,
impressed.
devastating back rake from JP Sims, though.
Yeah, and obviously some leniency in a match like this, as there's not really going to be any disqualification for that type of maneuver.
I think JP Sims saw me do the back rake, and he said, "Oh, that looks pretty devastating.
Yeah,
I'm going to take that from
you're
Jefferson
never shy
James."
to take credit, are you, Jefferson?
Oh, exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
we have
Hey,
three.
it's what I do.
Well, we've got
I
three.
give credit to myself if no one else will.
Well, no one's in a hurry to do that because they're watching three great competitors in the ring right now as Rudy Lockhart and
Come
Andre
on!
Mayette have grounded JP Sims.
Our Father, please save JP Sims with your presence.
And a reminder, Isaiah Bronson is still outside the ring. He did draw the third position,
No,
but he hasn't been in a hurry to lock up yet.
Our king needs you, Isaiah. You could be a help right now, Isaiah. My father, help your king.
Of course, it is every man for himself.
Oh,
And almost an elimination.
and see,
Rudy
this is
Lockhart
why you
dangling
can't trust
here.
anyone in this match. Because anyone can turn on you in the split second.
It is every man for himself. And what agility by Rudy Lockhart.
And Rudy Lockhart skins the cat.
And our fifth entrant about to make his way down. And it's Justin Newhook.
The Newfoundland Nightmare, Justin.
And Justin Newhook may be a little bit sour after he found himself not getting his hand raised in a three-way match in which he was not pinned.
That's right, Justin. You leave your father alone.
And Isaiah Bronson still sitting at ringside
You
here.
respect your father and give him his privacy.
Has not been in a hurry to get engaged in the action. Isaiah Bronson.
I think that, oh, King, you should have stayed out, JP. You should have stayed away.
Temporarily alive.
And why
That
would
didn't
you ever
last
trust
long.
Justin Newhook? Traitor! Traitor!
Well, JP Sims learning quickly that this is an every man for himself match.
I will say, Patrick, Justin has not made very many friends in this match. Oh,
And he has just found himself eliminated.
He's out. He's out.
Justin Newhook has been eliminated.
This is what happens when you don't make friends.
And he's going to have to go to the back as he's being told by Scotty McPherson.
Yeah, real smart, Justin.
And Andre Mayette looking for another elimination here. He's kind of asserting his dominance.
No. Hold on to that rope, JP.
Rudy Lockhart's on the apron. He could potentially be
My
on his way to the
father,
match
our
as well.
king needs you.
As JP Sims trying to beg for mercy in the eye poke.
I bet that's not good for his eyesight.
I would venture not. And JP Sims going on the attack.
It's definitely not good for his eye prescription either.
The next entrant,
Here
Who
comes
is
the
this
sixth
individual?
entrant.
Greg G.
I believe that's
From
Big-
Vice City, Big T, a man that I know very well. I have traveled all across the Maritimes, all across New England with this man. As a matter of fact, we have faced each other dozens of times, and we have beaten the holy hell out of each other.
Big T coming in to the arena, making his ECPW debut. No stranger to wrestling in the Maritimes, though. Veteran, and he is making an impact right away with some powerful elbow drops in the corner.
But Andre Mayette was smart enough to move out of the way,
Yeah,
throwing those jabs that he's very well known for.
Good ring awareness there for sure by old school Andre Mayette. He has his opponent grounded in the corner. And thus far, Justin Newhook has been our lone elimination in this match.
I think so far the smartest one in this match is Isaiah Bronson. Doesn't even need to get in the ring. He's just waiting for his opportunity to win and become the #1 contender for the ECPW Championship.
Biding his time on the outside of the ring, as in the corner, both JP Sims and Big T trying to eliminate young Rudy Lockhart here, who's shown a lot of great resilience already in this matchup.
I think it's time for him to go, personally.
Well, it may not be his choice. And it looked like he was on the verge of hitting the floor, but he is somehow staying alive here in the corner. Big DDT by Andre
DDT
Mayette
from
on
Andre
Big T.
Mayette.
Big T doesn't know what
It looked
city
like
he's
it
in.
knocked T right out.
Yeah, he looks a little bit worse for wear. And
Another
one.
DDT. Brutal.
Yeah, this is not the start to the match he was looking
Is
for.
Andre about to go pin him in a battle? What?
Might have been a momentarily lapse there by Andre
It
Mayette.
looked like he was about to go for a pinfall, Patrick. I was going to say, Andre shouldn't be the answer. He should be the dummy.
The next entrant, Jonathan Cross.
And, the
And
entrant
Mr. Jonathan
is
Cross is back.
looking for redemption after he was pinned in that three-way match by Ethan Knight. As he makes his way to the ring, does Jonathan Cross.
And one of the other competitors in his match actually just got eliminated, Justin Newhook.
Yeah, that is true. We are with 5 competitors now in the ring. And of course, Isaiah Bronson still on the outside.
Your father, Isaiah Bronson, Mr. McNeil.
Yes, our alleged father. Not my father.
No, not alleged. Your father, Isaiah Bronson.
Well, his fatherly skills have him not in the ring, but on the outside. But thankfully, we've got some great action going on in the ring here. As Big T throws Rudy Lockhart into the corner. Great job by our camera staff here trying to capture all the action. Easier said than done. The ring is starting to fill up here in this New Waterford Rumble. As in one corner, JP Sims working on Jonathan Cross. Andre Mayette and Rudy Lockhart both trying to put Big T out of the ring. Big T backing out Rudy Lockhart. And Lockhart gets out of the way, and now Big T finds himself in trouble in the corner.
If Rudy was smart, he wouldn't try to eliminate T, because I don't know if he can hold up T. As he is a big, big boy.
Bigger wrestlers are going to have an advantage in this type of matchup. Tougher to throw a big body out. And right now, JP Sims, the fatigue might be setting in for both he and Andre Mayette because they've been wrestling since the beginning of the match. As Andre Mayette catching a well-deserved breather there in the corner. As Rudy Lockhart thrown into the corner there by Big T. Swing and a miss. Those two going at it. What a display of heart by
it's
Rudy
a big
Lockhart.
slugfest from the little man and the big man. The kid versus Big T.
The next entrant.
Here comes Lincoln Steen coming in at number 8. And he's narrowly walking along the aisle.
And he eliminates Rudy Lockhart. Now that's what I call revenge, Patrick.
Well, indeed, that is a key elimination for Lincoln Steen. Now, what is this? There's no need for this.
Good for the little bugger.
You eliminated the guy. Get in the ring and wrestle.
Gets what he deserves. I take back what I said about Rudy Lockhart.
Now,
Rudy sucks.
Lincoln Steen.
And as Lincoln Steen's shirt says, Steen rules.
Well, this is just absolutely uncalled for. He needs to get into the ring. He's in a battle royal. He doesn't need to be outside the ring.
He don't care.
As right now in the ring, we've got a slugfest between Andre
Big
Mayette.
T and Andre
Big T.
Mayette.
Let's not forget, Lincoln Steen still in this matchup, and Isaiah Bronson is as well. I'm not sure if the cameras can capture all this, but Lincoln Steen throwing.
And our father
Rudy Lockhart
is still taking his rightful seat.
Yes, we almost have as many competitors outside of the ring as in it. Lincoln Steen still outside. He might get himself thrown out of this match. As
what is Jonathan Cross going for here?
As right now, Big T with Andre Mayette in the corner. Jonathan Cross kind of biding his time.
I thought it was Jonathan, though. He was lucky he was able to go for that splash because right behind him was the man who beat him in the ladder match was JP Sims.
Absolutely. JP Sims, again, was one of the wrestlers that started this match, so he might be starting to feel a little bit worse for wear as well. Definitely a disadvantage.
Speaking of wear, it looks like that body slam that Jonathan Cross gave Big T took a lot of wear and tear out of him as well.
Yeah, Big T has been welcomed to the match in short order as we have 4 competitors in the ring.
The next entrant,
my guy, Ethan Knight. The man that you owe $20 to me for.
Ethan
the
Knight.
Winner in the triple threat match. The future ECPW Celtic Root champion. I'm calling it right here, right now, Patrick.
Well, he very well could be, and he had a very impressive victory.
Eliminate him. Eliminate him.
Match.
Oh, does he? Oh, come
Andre
on.
Mayette
No, Ethan, you should have
stayed
stayed on Andre. Okay, he's working with the king. Never mind. I was going to say it was pretty stupid of Ethan to not try to eliminate Andre.
I've seen enough of this garbage. I'm not getting in there. You people all make me sick to my stomach. It smells just as bad as it looks in this building. You people need to understand that my purpose is a lot bigger than getting in that ring and wrestling. I am You need to control your filthy kids. Parents, you people need to control your filthy kids.
And a powerful suplex by Andre Mayette.
No,
As
I'm not getting in there.
Isaiah Bronson continues to refuse to get in the ring.
Your next entrant.
Oh no! My father, look behind you!
And Dylan Davis might force him into the match.
No! Are you kidding me? Are you
Over
kidding
the
me?
top he
And
goes.
Isaiah Bronson is eliminated!
Isaiah
No!
Bronson
No!
has been eliminated.
I wasn't ready.
My father! Damn it!
Dylan Davis is a house on fire coming into this
This
match
ain't over, you hear me?
and making an immediate impact. And Isaiah
I'm sorry,
Bronson's
my
gonna go to the
father!
back.
My father has been robbed, Patrick! This is a catastrophe!
Well, to me,
Complete
it serves,
robbery!
to me, it serves him right for trying to take a shortcut,
Dylan has already won!
sitting outside the ring and just waiting. And he was, he was given the rude treatment, but then he probably deserved as he was thrown out by Dylan Davis. And now Ethan Knight trying to stave off elimination here. Great.
Is
display of
Ethan Knight gonna
coordination.
skin the cat? No, and Ethan's eliminated too?
He is indeed,
Oh,
and
no.
a great effort by that
No.
youngster. But
Oh,
he was no match for Davis and Andre Mayette.
damn it.
As what a matchup. We're starting to get down to the nitty gritty here.
got it. I got it.
As Andre Mayette,
got
Jonathan
this one.
Cross, as well as Dylan Davis, Big T, and JP Sims, of course. Mayette Sims started this match, and they're both still in there. Oh, I spoke too soon. Andre Mayette
and
is
Andre
gone.
Mayette is eliminated by our king,
And
JP Sims.
the two men that started it tie up again.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Oh.
I think I know that. I think I know that music. What is this about?
Your next entrant is the upperclassman, Jefferson.
Well, folks, it appears that my color commentator has decided he's too good for me to commentate this match, and he is apparently a participant. And by my math, he's got the luck of the draw because he appears to be the final contestant. And unless he's exerted all of his energy running his mouth, he's going to have a big advantage here coming into the ring as the 11th and final competitor. It looks like he's reacquainted with his best friend, JP Sims, who he's extolled the virtues of here on commentary. And we might have an alliance here. Big T throws Jefferson James over the top rope. I don't know if he was in the ring for more than 20 seconds. And that spells the end of his hopes of becoming #1 contender. Jefferson James doing a lot of talking when he was in the broadcast booth. Well, he doesn't have a lot to gloat about now. As in the ring, we're down to Big T, JP Sims, Jonathan Cross, and Dylan Davis. Big suplex as JP Sims, modified stunner, takes down Jonathan Cross, and
this is despicable, Patrick. Complete robbery.
you look pretty exhausted for a guy that wasn't in the ring for more than 10
angry.
seconds.
I'm upset. I should have won.
Well,
That big turd robbed me.
maybe you need to do a better job of picking your friends, Jefferson James, based on what we just saw.
That guy's not a friend. He's a traitor. T stands for traitor.
Well, Big T going to work now, looking to get another elimination after he eliminated
I hope he
Jefferson
gets eliminated
James.
right now.
And as
He just ruined a moment between me and my best friend, the King, JP Sims.
as
Now
we,
JP is going to take this home, as he rightfully should.
well, both Jonathan Cross and Big T have both been eliminated. We're down to the final two here as Dylan Davis and JP Sims going at it. JP Sims, credit to him. He
come
was
on,
the first
Steve.
entrant. He's been eliminated. That's going to do
And
it.
Dylan Davis wins.
Dylan
He not
Davis.
only robbed my father, but he robbed the king.
Dylan Davis is your winner. Listen to this. Wait a minute. Lincoln Steen was never eliminated. He throws Dylan Davis over the top. Lincoln Steen has won this match.
Lincoln Steen won. You owe me money, Patrick. You owe me more money. Not just 20, not just 40, but $60. Because Lincoln Steen is now going to be the ECPW champion once again.
Well, he is the #1 contender. Lincoln Steen disappearing from the action and then reappearing at just the right time. And he has never been one to be above using nefarious means, and he is the new #1 contender.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. He never even got a rematch for the ECPW championship.
Well, now Jefferson James, why aren't you the #1 contender? You had your
I don't
chance
know.
to win
You
in there.
tell me. Maybe that big traitor T decided to eliminate me behind my back when I was having a moment with my best friend, the King JP Sins. You
Wow.
tell me, Patrick. Were you in on this? Did you tell him to do this?
I didn't even know you were going to be in the ring, and I will admit, I also did not
No, I
realize
think you're lying.
that Lincoln
I
Steen
think this
was
is a
still in the match.
conspiracy.
Well-
I should be #1 contender.
Well, the #1 contender is Lincoln Steen.
No.
And Dylan Davis is wondering what happened. He was never eliminated, Lincoln Steen. And he is trying to build a redemption story. The #1 contender, the former ECPW champion, will have his opportunity to reclaim that championship, as he is your winner of the New Waterford Rumble. He is your new #1 contender, and he will face the winner of our championship match in a future match down the road. You're watching ECPW Gold Town Carnage on Rogers TV for the
At
New
least
Waterford.
it was Lincoln.
He is.
But
your
it
new
still
#1
should have
contender.
been me.
And
We'll be
Jefferson
back.
James can only ask himself what happened as you're watching ECPW on Rogers from the New Waterford District Community Center.
Introducing first, the challenger from Venice, California. He's a man with a plan. Brian.
And we are here with our main event, Patrick.
Well,
Big stakes here in this main event, the ECPW Championship.
and perhaps the biggest challenger we've seen come into ECPW, the Brian Kendrick, a man that needs no introduction.
This could be the biggest test of Charlie Hubley's entire career, not just as ECPW champion, not just as a staple in the Maritimes, but not in all of professional wrestling. We are looking at a pirate who is looking to collect gold for more money so that he can buy more beer and keep his ship sailing all across the ocean.
Well, that ship has brought him plenty of places in his wrestling career. Of course, he is a former WWE Cruiserweight champion, former TNA X Division champion.
Former WWE Tag Team Champion with Paul London. He is decorated not just as a tag team competitor, but as a singles competitor, as a trainer for that matter. This man has done it all. He is the master of all trades. He is the Brian Kendrick.
Resume that speaks for itself. And in the wrestling game since 1999, all around the world, won championships everywhere.
Trained
But,
with Shawn Michaels in Houston,
And his
Texas.
opponent
however,
is the
he will also be in for a
ECPW
test
heavyweight
tonight.
champion from Calgary, Alberta. He is the greatest of all time, Charlie.
Let's see if Charlie Hubley can keep up with Brian Kendrick, Pat.
I am very excited for this matchup, as is everybody in New Waterford. We know Brian Kendrick's obviously earned himself fans through his wrestling career, but he is battling the local favorite, champion Charlie Hubley, who's really won over the fans here in New Waterford.
In his long storied career, he has overcame many adversaries to get to the places that he has been. He has left WWE for many years, and then he came back in the Cruiserweight Classic. He was one of the staple members on the roster in the 205 Live and became the second Cruiserweight champion during that time.
Yeah.
Brian Kendrick is a leader by example. and he is going to show that exactly through his in-ring abilities, through his attitude. It's going to be an unbelievable match for Charlie Hubley. But very much so an unbelievable moment for the Brian Kendrick.
Well, it's certainly going to be a big task, I would think. Charlie Hubley, of course, winning the ECPW Championship at Metal Mayhem in October in a steel cage match against Troy Merrick. And I don't know if he's going to be still feeling the effects of that match, but he will be put to the test tonight by the Brian Kendrick in what should be an outstanding championship match. We talked about it before. Sheldon McLean, John Patterson, the championship committee here at ECPW, bringing the very best to New Waterford to challenge for that coveted ECPW Heavyweight Championship. And we should see a spectacular match tonight, I would
Well,
think.
everybody has heard of ECPW. When you want to talk about the maritime scene, you want to talk about ECPW because this is where the talent grow and prosper. This is where you get to see some of the best wrestling that many don't see anywhere else, unfortunately.
Yeah, this match would be a main event anywhere. And we're glad that it's a main event here in New Waterford at the New Waterford District Community Center on Rogers Television at Coaltown Carnage. This should be outstanding as Charlie Hubley making his first defense of the ECPW
This has
Championship.
championship match written all over it. This is a big fight feel where Charlie Hubley is the underdog in this match because Brian Kendrick is the seasoned veteran with all the credentials in the entire world.
He is the man with the plan.
He has been from the UK, he has been from Japan, he has been to Mexico, he has been all across the globe. He is a seasoned athlete and one to not be messed with.
Well, he calls himself the man with a plan. Does he have a plan to win the ECPW Championship? And as I said, a pretty tough way for Charlie Hubley to start his title reign.
And another question that I have, Pat, is does Charlie have what it takes with the fan support to beat Brian Kendrick? Or is Brian Kendrick going to shut him down regardless of what these people think?
Well, I think Brian Kendrick, as I said, he's got some fans from his exceptional wrestling career, but he might be surprised to see the level of popularity Charlie Hubley has.
His illustrious career.
Absolutely. But it's, as you said...
This is what I talked about in the beginning of the match. If Emily did not capitalize on that, Brian Kendrick would have got him right then and there.
Yeah, Emily Parker, the referee in charge here, championship match. Should be a great one. Great official, two great wrestlers going at it. Should be excellent.
Well, it looks like the bell guy was a little too early before the official could say ring the bell.
Well, Bell has her own title, very much up for grabs.
Before referee's discretion.
And of course, the champion being Charlie Hubley, Brian Kendrick must pin or submit Charlie Hubley if he wants to win that ECPW title, which obviously he does, or else he wouldn't be here in New Waterford. And
if I was Charlie Hubley, I wouldn't want to get Brian Kendrick mad. Brian can be one sadistic son of a gun. As you can see it in his face, he is already pissed off. And it's not good when you get a pissed off Brian Kendrick.
Well, he doesn't seem to be too happy with the reception he's getting here in ECPW.
I know I wouldn't, and I know I don't.
And
especially when I lost that dang Rumble.
Yeah, you've got a thing for losing in your last few matches, I've noticed, Jefferson, but...
You shut your mouth, Patrick. They're all a fluke.
But we do have a great championship match here.
In fact, we do.
On our hands, and Charlie Hubley gets the earliest advantage, bringing him down with a headlock. And perhaps getting the early start will be the key to victory for Charlie Hubley here, although Paul Kendrick...
There's a reason why Brian is the captain of the ship, because he has all the tools to not only succeed in wrestling, which he has already done, but to win any match at any cost.
Now Brian Kendrick doing a good job of taking Charlie Hubley down.
Very intelligent by Brian Kendrick.
And the champion finds himself down in the early going in this matchup. First title defense for Charlie Hubley. Hubley going
very
to work
nice
on the
reversal
arms.
by Charlie Hubley into the wrist lock.
And Brian Kendrick to the ropes, and Emily Parker will administer the count. And quick break as Kendrick goes to the ring.
See, that's that seasoned veteran experience from Brian Kendrick. Ring awareness. He doesn't even need to know where he's at. He just feels it and goes by the motion.
So Brian Kendrick going outside the ring perhaps for a restart of sorts.
Pardon me?
Going for a restart perhaps. Maybe a little bit rattled by the start to this match. And
if
the fans letting him have it.
These people need to be quiet. You do not want to infuriate Mr. Kendrick. Or, sorry, I stand corrected, the Brian Kendrick.
Well, the Brian Kendrick finding himself on the ring apron as he comes back into the ring. And Charlie Hubley inviting him to lock
could
up.
Could they be going for a test of strength? Oh, come on. That's a coward move, Charlie. You knew that's what he wanted. You knew.
Well, perhaps
He better not throw a cheap shot at him.
Brian Kendrick might be a little intimidated by Charlie Hubley, who backs him
Oh,
into the corner.
come on, ref. He wasn't ready.
And Kendrick a little bit hesitant to lock up and perhaps using the ring to his advantage, forcing the break.
Nice collar and elbow tie-up by Charlie Hubley and Brian Kendrick.
And match
Into
back
a
in the center of the
hammerlock.
ring, which is what we want to see. The action in the center of the ring, a takedown.
Very beautiful headlock takeover by Charlie Hubley.
Charlie Hubley, of course, a very flamboyant personality that's captured the attention here of the fans in New Waterford. But make no mistake, this guy can go between the ropes as well. Whipped off the ropes, duck of an elbow, and a big
Into
elbow
a spinning
by Charlie.
back elbow and a nip up, his patented move.
And Charlie Hubley seems ready for what Brian Kendrick has to throw at him. Big slam and an elbow. Drop. First pinfall attempt of the match. And it's a 2 count. Charlie Hubley wearing down
close
Kendrick
2 count.
here.
Another headlock takeover by Charlie Hubley.
Trying to wear down Brian Kendrick here. The champion Charlie Hubley in his first title defense.
And who better than Brian Kendrick to compete against? This is the biggest test of Charlie Hubley's career, and by far, he is exceeding and checking off all the boxes. But this is just only the beginning, because in the end, Brian Kendrick could be our new ECPW champion.
Yeah, certainly could be a long match between two well-conditioned wrestlers, and perhaps not surprising again, Kendrick trying to regroup on the outside of the ring. But it was Charlie Hubley talked earlier about, Brian Kendrick would have been somebody he would have looked up to when he was younger, but now, in this day and age, Charlie's not starstruck. This is a rival of his. He's here to do business. And, well, Brian Kendrick not above resorting to those means to gain advantage of this match. And now he has Hubley grounded in the corner. An overhead shot, and now it's the challenger that's in control, perhaps the favorite in this matchup.
And you see Brian with his strikes. They are menacing. They are not fun. Very calculated. You can see he's just cold. He does not care. But what these people think, they've already made him mad as it is. So what else does he have to lose?
Well, beautiful
Nothing
Hurricane
to
Rana
lose
there.
and a lot to gain.
From Charlie Hubley, and a drop kick, an aerial attack, and a pinfall perhaps, but Kendrick going to the ropes, but pinfall attempt and a 2 count. And
And 2 1/4.
Good positioning by Kendrick to get to the ropes, but Charlie Hubley very resilient in attempting to score the pinfall.
Don't worry about these people, Charlie. You should be worried about trying to make them tap out.
Well, that would be one way to retain the ECPW championship. Action back on the vertical now.
Very smart by Brian Kendrick.
Duck by Hubley, and a big chop there by Charlie Hubley.
Bending the rules at the referee's discretion.
He's got it to the
But
5
it only
count in the
got him
corner.
so far until Charlie Hubley reversed and exchanged chops right on his chest.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow, no doubt. And another one by Charlie Hubley. The action's gone to the outside. And again, I'd expect Emily Parker might show some leniency here. Fans want to see a winner in a championship match.
Oh,
Now
come
the
on,
fans
ref.
getting involved
That
in the
is a
action here.
disqualification. You have children, and a man just swung at Brian Kendrick. That is not a good idea. That's a huge no-no when a grown man in the audience swings at a professional wrestler. So with that being said, I would not advise that to any of you unless you are stupid, just like everyone here in New Waterford.
Well, I would advise that fans refrain. This is a sport that requires extensive training, so I definitely don't think you should be getting involved in the action. But Charlie Hubley seems to be happy to lean on the support of the fans here as the action spills around the ring and thrown
And
back
one
into
light
the ring.
went out. Come on, Brian. Get up. Get up. If I was Charlie, I wouldn't be out here pandering to these idiots.
Well, you may be right. He may not want to get back into the ring here and try to lock up and finish this match. But using Kendrick's momentum against him in that case, and now it's Brian Kendrick that's retreating to the outside.
And once again, Brian displays that ring IQ. When he misses, He knows that Charlie's going to go for something as soon as he's in the ring, so he has to get a dodge. And the ring comes back on as Brian Kendrick shuts him down from the suicide dive.
Very well scouted by Brian Kendrick. Had the awareness to know that Hubli was coming through the ropes, and that's going to buy him some valuable time.
And the light shines bright on the Brian Kendrick once again.
Brian Kendrick bringing Hubli back and going to work on that arm, perhaps trying to take that away from Hubli. Going to work with the knee. Now putting all of his weight on the arm.
And Brian's
Hubli.
keeping him grounded. He is making sure that he doesn't get back up. One arm is not good unless you have both arms. And when you don't have both arms, you're in danger from that point on.
And of course, he's going to need to win in the middle of the ring if he wants to become ECPW champion. Fans rallying around Charlie Hubli here at the Waterford District Community Center. Listen to them. They love this guy.
And this is a test, because if Charlie Hubli cannot exceed to these fans' expectations right here, it looked like a tap out to me right there, Patrick.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure exactly what that was, but to me it looked like Charlie tapped out to the Brian Kendrick, and Emily's just too oblivious to see it right now.
Emily Parker, one of the best in the business. She's on top of the action here and watching to make sure that Charlie Hubli is not submitting, or that he's still good to continue here in this title match. And both of these guys, I would imagine, it would take a lot to put them away.
And it looks like Brian's manipulating every joint, including the head, which is the most dangerous part to hit, because if you hit that head and they get knocked out, that could be the end of them right then and there.
Yeah, you can't win a match if you're knocked out. Powerful clothesline by Kendrick.
Devastating clothesline by Brian Kendrick.
And Charlie Hubli finding himself in a world of trouble now in the center of the ring. And
it looks like he hit him in the throats. Charlie's gasping for air with everything that he has, but it looks like to me he's not giving up, all for these people, and most importantly, the biggest prize in the Maritimes, the ECPW Championship.
absolutely, that is what is at stake. And Charlie Hubli, the current champion in his first defense, finding himself in trouble in the middle of the ring as the veteran, the well-accomplished Brian Kendrick has him down on the mat. And the man with the plan, his plan tonight is to win the ECPW Championship, and right now it seems to be going pretty well for him.
And this needs to be Charlie's moment to fight with everything that he has. This is fight or flight mode for Charlie Hubli, because if Charlie Hubli does not get up, he might not be able to get up at all. This is where Charlie is being put to the real test by the Brian Kendrick.
Kendrick using full advantage of that 5 count.
Oh, up
Possible
and over.
reversal.
Crossbody from Charlie Hubli.
Momentum
Could this
carried
be
him
it?
over. He didn't get a chance to go for a pinfall attempt. Now
Once
the crowd trying to
again,
rally him
pandering
again.
to the audience.
Trying to use the audience
But this
to
might be the offense for Charlie to
get
get
that
the upper
energy
hand.
going. As both men coming to their feet.
Oh, what's he
Counter
going for
backslide,
here?
baby. No.
Backslide into an enziguri.
Hubli brings him down, lining him up from the corner. Charlie Hubli, powerful
Pep attack.
assault. Suplex perhaps in the middle of the ring.
Oh, magic killer. Magic killer by Charlie Hubli.
And Kendrick had no choice but to go outside the ring.
Once
I think.
again, Kendrick is using the ring and the outside to his advantage. A suicide dive by Charlie Hubli. It didn't work the first time, but it worked the second time. Now referee Emily Parker going outside to check up on them both, on the both of them.
Now Brian Kendrick has to be wondering if there's any sort of escape. He went outside the ring, and he still found himself the victim of that suicide dive. Possible high-risk move coming up here for Charlie Hubli. Looks like he's going to the top rope.
This big fight feel moment, Patrick, got me stumbling on my words. I don't even know exactly what to say. This is just a spectacle. This is probably the best main event in ECPW history.
It's been unbelievable.
Oh my God!
And that,
Shining
is that the
Wizard
end?
from Charlie Hubli. Could this be it? No, it is not. Brian Kendrick kicked out. He kicked out 2 3/4. Oh.
And that is why Brian Kendrick has won championships around the world. Resilience to kick out when he's had everything thrown at him by Charlie Hubli here.
Holy.
And as Jefferson James just said, an outstanding main event here for the ECPW Championship, the greatest
Holy
prize of the
crap,
Maritimes.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, Patrick. I'm losing my voice watching this. This is oh my God.
It's been a
This
tremendous
is
matchup.
fantastic.
It's been great, and we still have more to come.
Oh,
Charlie
and he almost
Hubli.
hit Emily Parker.
That would have been a
Could this
disaster.
be it?
Oh, and a 2
no!
count. Right
No!
back to the attack
And
for
that's his
Kendrick.
patented submission. He has put out many competitors with this. They have been unconscious after being in the submission. Could this be Charlie's end?
Emily Parker right there looking to see if Charlie Hubley.
Could this be the end of Charlie Hubley's short reign as ECPW champion?
Crowd rallying behind Charlie Hubley, trying to urge him to break this hold.
Oh, and he's wrenching the arm back. That arm that he was working on earlier in this match, he is back to manipulating. This is joint manipulation. He is biting with everything that he has because he wants to be ECPW champion. He wants the money so he can go buy beer. He wants the money so he can keep the ship going as the pirate. Brian Kendrick.
Well, Charlie Hubley able to get back to a vertical base.
Flatliner
Throws
into the
Kendrick
corner.
into the corner.
It looks
as
like
you
he
said.
didn't get all that.
No, he may not have, but Kendrick's
enough to-
still a little bit woozy after that one, and even more so after the drop kick in the corner. And he may be setting him up for a running bulldog. And that could spell the end of Kendrick, who's in the middle of the ring. He might not know he's in the middle of the ring.
Scissors kick from Charlie Hubley.
He's got to get
What's
on
he
to
going
cover,
for
though.
here? Could he be going for his patented elbow drop that he's put out many competitors with?
Very well,
Could
maybe.
this be it?
Crowd starting to sense victory could be close.
Oh, and he hits it! The elbow drop! The elbow drop!
And it's a 3 count.
Charlie Hubley is still ECPW champion. What a main event contest we have here, Patrick. That was a spectacle. I doubted Charlie a little bit, but I knew it. I knew a piece of me believed. And guess what? Charlie Hubley is a full believer out of yours truly, the upperclassman Jefferson
And that's
James.
why Jefferson
Excuse
James
me.
owes me $20 after that main event.
No.
In which
Nope.
Charlie
Nope.
Hubley
You owe me more money.
has emerged as, well, he not emerges, but he retains his championship. And a hard-fought battle against the Brian Kendrick. What an outstanding matchup as ECPW committed to bring you the very best. And they've come to the Maritimes. And Brian Kendrick coming in here and seeing the high level of competition we have here in the Maritimes.
What could Brian Kendrick be thinking right now?
Penny for
Could
his
this
thoughts
be
for
true
sure.
sportsmanship? They always say never meet your heroes, and Charlie Hubley's meeting his right now. Could it be for the better or the worse? We will see right here, right now, Patrick.
And a handshake, a great show of sportsmanship. And what a moment in the career of Charlie Hubley to have his
What
first
a
title
spectacular
defense.
main event.
Absolutely, a first title defense against one of his heroes, and to come out on top and really cement his status. And of course, he knows Lincoln Steen is in the future as an opponent. But for now, Charlie Hubley will be the ECPW champion after a successful title defense. And wait a minute.
Wait. Lincoln Steed! Lincoln Steed! How could you? I was happy you won the Rumble, but you just ruined a beautiful moment between Charlie Hubley and Brian Kendrick.
Lincoln Steen, the #1 contender after he won that Battle Royal earlier. And he's trying to perhaps get an advantage for that upcoming match. And he's sent out of the ring by Charlie Hubley. This is going to be a tremendous bout when this happens between the current champion, Charlie Hubley, and the former champion. And Charlie Hubley getting a microphone
Asking for
here.
the microphone.
We're going to hear from the champ.
Lincoln Steen, there's still people right here. If you want to fight, we can fight right now if you're man enough.
That's a dumb
Whoa!
decision, Charlie.
Could we be getting that title match right now?
Get in the ring.
Could this be it?
Well, Charlie Hubley's the champion. Lincoln Steen is the #1 contender. He's owed a championship match. We thought we'd see it the next show, but it seems like Charlie Hubley's throwing down the gauntlet to have that match right now. And the fans want to
Could
see
this
it.
be it?
Lincoln Steen seems a little bit befuddled.
He could be second guessing this right now.
Yeah, he may be second
But he
guessing
could be
his
restoring his
opportunity.
energy for later on as he competed in
You
two
don't get in
grueling
this ring
matches.
right now. Me and everyone in New Waterford are gonna beat the out of you right now.
Oh!
Whoa!
The profanity! The profanity! I almost used that word.
9, 8.
I don't know if we're still on the air after that, but Charlie Hubley.
This might be a very prolific moment.
Lincoln Steen goes to the ring and now having second thoughts, perhaps.
Smart call by Lincoln Steen, but if I was him right now, I would get out of here as soon as possible because these people might be waiting for him after the show.
Well, that may very well be the case, and I think we might hear from the champ again here.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's many things I am, but one thing I'm not is a liar. And if you ask me, Lincoln Steen.
Another foul word! Patrick!
Lincoln Steen, if you want to
We
fight,
cannot approve
a
of
fight
this.
is what you're gonna get. June 8th.
Viewer
Charlie
discretion is
Hubley
strongly advised.
against Lincoln Steen.
He is, after all, the #1 contender.
Lincoln Steen, you never felt pain like I'm gonna dish it out to you. You're gonna think somebody was moving furniture in your pulmonary valve. But never forget, when the dust settles, I will remain the ECPW champion because I am the greatest of all time. Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it, folks. June 8th. Circle your calendars. The ECPW Championship will be on the line as Charlie Hubley defends against the #1 contender, Lincoln Steen. Jefferson James, it's been quite a night here in New Waterford.
It has been a spectacular night, even if it was in front of these disgusting people in New Waterford. I am happy.
Well, as John Patterson tells us, Charlie Hubley and Lincoln Steen championship match on June 8th in New Waterford. We want to thank you for watching ECPW's Cold Town Carnage. On Rogers coming at you from the New Waterford and District Community Center. We will see you all in June.
And now all you people in New Waterford need to get out. Go home. Go to bed. Bye.